Hello, I'm Cindy Bryson. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist with Nebraska Extension, and I'm here today to talk to you about packing a safe lunch. And I don't mean just packing a safe lunch for your child, I mean packing a safe lunch for yourself too. It's all about food safety, and it's all about not making anybody sick from that really great lunch that you're packing. So I want to start out talking about, what do you put your lunch in? You know, the days of the brown bags are probably over. Having my mom send me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a banana in a brown bag, well, that's cool. But now we're bringing leftovers, and we're bringing things we heat in microwaves, and we're bringing things that could potentially make us sick. So it's really important we bring them in something that's going to keep them cold. There's a wide variety of bags out there right now that you can put your lunches in. Two of these they're insulated. Actually, all of them are insulated, and you can stick your lunch in here. You can stick a freezer square in them, and it keeps it cold until you have lunch. But the important part about these is it doesn't necessarily matter what it looks like. It could be a top loading one, it could be a cloth one that you may have to wash, hand wash all of them, or it could be something that has insulation like this in it. The important part, not only that it is insulated, but the important part is that you wash this out periodically. Have you ever looked in the bottom of your lunch bag and seen something green growing? That's not very good. It's really important that once a week you take some hot soapy water and you wash it out, and then let it air dry, because you want whatever you're putting your food in to be sanitary too. So again, it doesn't matter what your bag looks like. You know, some bags have handles you can throw over your arm. Some have handles that you can carry. This one is just, it's cloth, it's nice. You can throw it in the washer, and just don't throw it in the dryer, that it'll melt. Again, it doesn't matter what your bag looks like. It's just important that you have something that's insulated to help you keep things cold. So the next thing we talk about is keeping it cold. So what do you put in there to keep it cold? Well, you know, there are all different sorts of things out there you can buy. You can get a freezy that goes in the freezer, and it goes back in the freezer every night. Again, I would recommend once a week you just wash this off with some warm soapy water and let it air dry on a towel. Same thing with any of these hard freezies. This is one that you can actually screw into the top of a cooler. This is one you can just sit beside your food. Any of these will work. What happens if you don't have any of those? Something as simple as a bag of ice cubes. I have double bagged this, so when it melts it doesn't leak into my food. And then when I come home at night, I throw it back in the freezer, and you can keep using it and keep using it. It's just 2 zipper bags with some ice in it. Really simple, really low budget. Other things you can do if you don't have any of these. You can freeze if you're taking a juice box, or you're sending a juice box with your child. You can freeze these overnight, stick them in your lunch bag, and by the time your child has their lunch, these are thawed, but they've kept your food cold the whole morning, which is really nice. Or you can freeze yogurts. You can freeze yogurts in a little container. You can freeze yogurts in tubes. Again, these will thaw by the time you get to lunch. If you're going to send things like yogurt, though, especially in tubes like this, freezing them is good, but I would still put some form of ice in there, or some form of freezy, because it's important. These will thaw long before lunch, but it will help. So anything like that that you can do. One really cool thing that you can put in your lunch box, or maybe you just bring this as your lunch, is a freezer container itself. So this is kind of a neat idea. There are all different sorts of versions of them out there. This has a nice snap-on lid, goes in the dishwasher. I love it. You can put it in the dishwasher at night, you don't have to worry about it. But the really cool thing about it is that this part, the top part you put your food in, actually goes in the freezer. This is a gel freezer container. Really cool. I like that a lot. You can freeze it. You can put, if you're going to take a salad, or if you're going to take some sort of goulash or something, you can put it in here. If you're taking a salad, it even has a little place for your salad dressing if you want. This freezes. And then the bottom part stays cold. You put your sandwich in here. But another really nice aspect of a container like this is when you're done washing it, it stores nice and flat too. I really like that. Or you can make it really big and you can put a salad in it. So one of the things you want to look for when you're buying containers like this is, what are you going to use it for? If I'm using this strictly for salads, this is great. All goes in the dishwasher, not a problem. If I'm going to heat things up, I'm going to look for a container that can go in the microwave. What am I going to use if it goes in the microwave? A container like this that says microwave safe. So I know that when I put it in the microwave, it's not going to melt. This is another container just like the other one I just showed you. Again, the lid snaps on. There's a place to put your salad dressing or some dry articles. You can put a salad or a sandwich in the bottom. This packs really, really nicely in a container. Keeps your banana from being squished. I kind of like that. But these are just all different sorts of containers. You don't have to have things like this. This container actually has what they call a hydration bottle in it if you're sending liquids. Other things that you can put, if you don't have something that's going to keep it cold, maybe it's starting to get cold this fall, you want to start sending soups with your child, or you want to bring a soup, or you want to bring some leftovers. You heat them up in the morning and put them in a small thermos, and those can go in your lunch bag too, and then they're still warm by lunch. Other items that are out there, cute little snack things you can stick in your purse. This actually comes with a spoon. All different sorts of containers. I'm a big fan of things that either go away or things that are reusable. These are kind of neat. These are very popular right now. These are reusable sandwich and snack bags. So what they are is they're made of a type of plastic that you can actually wash and let dry. And what I like about them is the zipper is very nice. It holds on really well. So it comes in different sizes. These are the snack sizes, and these are the sandwich sizes. I don't think I'd probably stick something that I was going to heat up in here, like a casserole or maybe a hamburger, something like that, but it's definitely something that you can stick in here that you can take with you. All different sorts of ideas for packing your lunch. One thing that you really have to think about is what are you putting in your lunch, and is it going to stay cold enough? If you're putting potentially hazardous foods in your lunch, it needs to be cold. If you're putting hot things in there, how are you going to keep it hot? Another thing to think about is that many workplaces and many schools, you bring something cold that you're going to heat up. So I made dinner last night and I made soup. Well, I'm going to heat it up today. I'm taking it in a container I can put in the microwave at work or at school. Think about that microwave at work or at school. Is it clean? What are you putting your lunch in to heat it up? Have people splattered food all over it? Is it clean? Are they cleaning it out periodically? It's really probably kind of scary to put your lunch into a microwave container or a microwave that's not clean. So be aware when you send something with your child to school if they have a microwave, or if you're going to work and putting your lunch in a microwave, make sure that it's clean. Make sure that you're not putting it in something that's dirty and that's growing any sort of bacteria. So the biggest takeaway message with all of this is, one, cleanliness. Keep your bag clean. Keep everything you're sending your food in clean. The other one is keep it cold. Either keep it cold or keep it hot. Use a thermos or use some sort of freezer ice thing. And the other thing is making sure that whatever you're taking, that if you're heating it up, it's going to be microwave safe. If you're using it cold, that you wash it out every day, hot soapy water, let it air dry. You don't want to keep using it over and over again all week long and then wash it at the end of the week. If you're going to put food in it, you need to make sure that you're going to wash it every day. So I leave you with that. Pack a safe lunch for yourself and your family. If you'd like to follow me at Mom of 3RD on Twitter, we're also on Facebook Fridays around 2 o'clock talking about fresh produce. If not, if you have any food or food preservation questions, please feel free to call the Extension office at 402-444-7804, and we would be happy to answer your questions Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Until then, pack a safe lunch and have a great day.